Hey guys, it's Oliver. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I wanted to talk to you about your values. And the reason I want to bring it up is because there's a lot of people out there who are walking around operating their life without knowing what their actual values are. You are living from a set of values, a set of core principles. You might not always be aware of them. So for instance, you might have made a decision in your life. It could be a business decision, it could be a decision about what career path to take, what degree you should take, and just something didn't feel right. It felt like you're going against what you believe to be true. And you know what? That is because you are doing something that compromises on your values. And you know what? I find that it happens a lot. What's important for me to say is that, to me, my definition of success is achieving your goals while still being in alignment with your values. Achieving your goals while still being in alignment with your values. So I don't necessarily care what your goals are because they're true to you. It's what you want. And as long as you're staying true to your values and your principles, then I believe that that is success. So if you want to make $100 million, if you want to start your own business, if you want to start a new career, if you want to go back to school, whatever these decisions are, as long as it's in line with what you truly believe to be true to you, then I believe that that is the right path, and I believe that that is success. Anytime somebody compromises on some of these values, then no, that is not successful. So maybe you do achieve your goals, but it meant compromising on one or two major values that you believe in. That is, to me, that is not good. It creates that crappy feeling inside, and you feel like a douchebag. So not good. So how do you find out what your values are? Well, there's an exercise that I did a couple of years ago, and I live by these values that I was able to find and discover about myself, that I realized that I've been living from these core values for my entire life. And finally I was able to see them clearly and know that this is what I live by. So I operated and built my business based on them, my relationships based on them, how I live my life based on them. So I'll let you know what my actual values are, and I kind of made them catchy so I could remember them myself, and you can let me know what you think. They might resonate with you as well. So the first one is word is bond, because to me, integrity is of the utmost importance. You must honor your word. People are, there's not a lot of people out there with integrity or who take accountability or take ownership in their actions, and it's very unfortunate and it's very sad. If maybe you make a mistake, maybe you break one of your promises, but if you own up to it and you come clean with it and you take responsibility for the mistakes and breaking your word, then I can respect that for sure. So word is bond is number one for a reason, because I believe that you do what you say. You can preach a better sermon with what you do in your life than what you say. The second one is do your best, forget the rest. I kind of borrowed that one from Tony Horton when I was doing P90X, and I think it's a great one because really, to me, there's no point in doing anything if you're not trying to be the best at it, if you're not trying to be great at it. You're just wasting your time. If you're in a job, if you're in a career, if you're in school getting a degree and you don't want to be great at something, and you're spending hours and hours of your life just wasting away, what is the point? Get out of there, do something different and change. Do your best, forget the rest. The next one is have vision or get out of my sight. And I personally like this one. It's one of my personal favorites because it says a lot. It says if you can picture yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, if you can't imagine what you want for yourself, for your life, for your career, and you can't see your possibility, then it's going to be hard to have a relationship with me. Especially if you're in a coaching type of relationship with me or in a consulting type of relationship with me, you have to be able to see what's possible. Otherwise, there's really no point in furthering the conversation. The next one is win-win or die. And this is a very big one as well, because it means business transactions, relationships are meant to be reciprocal. There's a give and take. There's got to be an exchange of value for value. If I have a pen and you have $5, and I would rather have that $5 than this pen, and you would rather have this pen than the $5, and we make that exchange, that is a true win-win situation. Anytime it's a win-lose, then it's dead. The deal is dead, the relationship is dead. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's pretty cut and dry, win-win or die. And the last one is people, not robots. People, not robots. And I put that last because it's kind of the foundation. It's kind of the base of everything, and realizing that we're people. We're not meant to be doing these robotic movements on a daily basis, doing these mundane tasks that are boring, and like living our lives like we're on a television program that's on repeat. How many episodes of Friends have you seen? You know, it's like you can't live your life on repeat. Life is meant to be adventurous. Like, you're meant to be passionate. You're meant to explore. You're meant to do things that you love. You're a person. You're not a robot. You're not supposed to be doing the same things over and over again. You're supposed to take care of yourself. You got to rest. You got to recuperate. You got to rejuvenate. You got to exercise. You got to put good things into your body. Your body is your temple. So that's what I mean when I say people, not robots. As well, we can't expect people to be perfect. Sometimes we have expectations on others that are not met, and people are not perfect. So we are flawed. We do make mistakes. And People Not Robots kind of covers that. It covers the fact that there's going to be some errors, so make room for error, and for the fact that a lot of things are out of our control when it comes to people. So there you have it. Those are my goals. Maybe those are my values. Maybe you resonate with them. Word is bond. Do your best, forget the rest. Have vision or get out of my sight. Win-win or die. People, not robots. So great. Now I know what my 5 values are. And you know what? From that point on, everything was very clear in terms of my decision making and what courses I should take and what properties I would invest in, what cities I would look at, what career path I would take. All these different things, my relationships, my partnerships, my joint venture partnerships, whatever it was, a lot of it is based on these values. And I will tell you right now, over 4 years, there have been times that I've compromised on these values. And boy, did I feel like shit. Did I feel like crap? Did I lose sleep at night because I compromised on your values? So if you're feeling like that, you feel like something is just wrong, something is not right inside of you, it's probably because there's some values or principles in there that you don't realize you're compromising on. And when you find out what these are and they become apparent to you, and you start living your life based on it, you'll find a lot more harmony in the way you live your life, the way you operate, and the way you pursue your business and your career goals. So how do you do this? So I'm going to make this very quick. The first thing that you need to do, number 1, ask yourself, what do you stand for? What do you believe to be true? What do you believe in? So maybe it's family comes first. Maybe it's I have to become self-reliant, financial integrity. I have to I have to take care of myself because no one else is going to. I have to put good things into my body. I'm meant to feel passionate. I want to travel. Just these things that you believe in, that you live by and stand for. Another question that you might want to ask yourself is, what angers you about the world? What really pisses you off about the world? Well, maybe it's how horrible the mainstream media and mainstream news is, and I think it's full of garbage. Maybe it's I don't like the way the system is and the way it's been set up, and the way we are set up in these factories, this machinery that spits out like the same type of person and we're just we're just living this trivial life, and I that really pisses me off. Or maybe it's I don't like the fact that the stuff that they're putting in the supermarket is filled with genetically modified foods and chemicals and things like that are affecting my health and my children's health. I know it's very negative. It's going to fire you up to ask yourself what angers you about the world, but it's going to help you get clear on, when you see the bigger picture of it, it's going to help you get clear on what are your actual values. Well, when you look at the food thing, I believe that I want to put organic, healthy, clean foods into my body. When you look at the machinery of the state and how how it spits out this trivial, mundane type of lifestyle, factory, industrial, old school industrial type of lifestyle. And I would rather, I believe that I should be an entrepreneur. Maybe that's what you get out of it. I don't know. I don't know what makes you angry. I don't know what makes you tick. But take these 10 to 25 things and take a good look at it. Kind of breathe it in. You're going to have this whole list that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. So step number 2 with that list, narrow it down to 4 or 5 overarching principles. 4 or 5 overarching principles that encompass these things. So maybe you highlight, maybe you star, maybe you circle ones that are really important to you, that are almost like bare minimum, I have to live by these principles. And come up with a very clever statement to say it. So a lot of it might have to do with You might have to do with integrity, it might have to do with courage, it might have to do with self-love, with self-growth. I don't know what it is. These are your values. And it's going to be up to you to find out what they are. And it's going to be up to you whether you stay in alignment with them while you're achieving your goals or whether you compromise on them. Overall, I think doing this type of exercise, becoming aware of it, and actually writing it down is going to help you in the long run. Because with that awareness, you're going to make better choices in your life. And you will realize that by being in alignment with your true self, with your values, things just flow better. You can live with joy, you can live with ease, you can sleep at night. And I really hope you take this tool, and I hope that you share it with people that you care about. And I hope that you look back at this piece of paper over and over again, and think to yourself, these are the values that I live by. Am I still living by them? Are my decisions reflecting these values? Am I compromising on these values? And I hope that that additional level of self-knowledge and self-awareness can help you get into the next level in terms of your growth, in terms of your transformation, and your overall life strategy. Have a great one, guys. Take care.